funk and I'm blessed. See the love of God on my flex, I'm so blessed. 20K just on my chain, say less. I text every day to get dressed, so blessed. Being through the storm and the rain, still blessed. Had a couple heartaches and pain, still blessed. Handle the pressure from fame, still blessed. Since God called my name, so blessed.
Yes, sir, I'm blessed, don't play boy, cause I got it mad. Tailor made just for this fit, I'm gonna cut the slack. I'm the man, good hearted shorty with me acting bad. Shout out to mans that done tightened up since they became a dad. Shout out to me, being G.
Welcome back to another episode of the Cobain Report. I am T-Mel and this is
Caesar.
And we have our special host guest here with us today, Shari.
What's up, y'all? It's Shari.
And we have a very special guest. I'm going to get into the intro. He is a commercial truck driver. He played basketball in John Glenn High School, which it almost seemed like it was just yesterday. He graduated. A stellar, poised, intelligent son. My son, Brandon, a.k.a. Skateboard B, a.k.a. the 1B. Welcome to the Cobain Report.
Whoop, 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 whoop. What's going on?
Yes. So we got you here, man, to talk about these divisions in the generations. Like, you know, the generations, it seem like as we get older and the younger, you know, generations come up, it's like, you know, seem like it's a divide. It's always like, you know, the next generation is worse than the next. So we just wanted to get your view, man, on what is your view on your generation?
I got mixed feelings about our generation. I feel like in a way we going in a good direction because, I mean, I feel like we are way advanced, you know, around my age group, a little bit older, younger as well. But at the same time, it's a lot going on in the world. So, and we're seeing more as far as with social media. So I feel like you see a lot of negativity. So it looked like, you know, it's a big change, like a lot then has gotten worse in the world. But I feel like, you know, stuff pretty much the same. I just feel like it's a different day, different era. And, you know, I mean, stuff go on in the world. But I do feel like it's a difference in generations for sure. I mean, it's the new times we in, you know, it's technology, social media, a lot of stuff is different.
Right.
I heard you say advantage, right? I heard you say like, oh, our generation has an advantage. Like, do you feel that the advantage is being applied in the right aspect?
To a certain extent. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody. I mean, certain people are, certain people not. I mean, you know, it's up to you. I feel like how you came up, how you look at the world, you know.
What do you feel like are the advantages? Like, because, you know.
It's a lot. I mean, social media, I mean, all the different apps we have, I mean, just technology, like it's a lot that you could take advantage of. And it's a lot out there that you can learn. I mean, it's more people willing to, you know, teach us stuff, you know, tell us different stuff, you know, older people, you know, talking to our generation. So, you know, it's a lot you can learn from. People willing to tell you the mistakes they made in order to, you know, so you won't make the same ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy because my nephew, right, I was just, you know, I ain't super literate when it comes to, like, the internet and all that. Mm-hmm. So my nephew was like, man, Uncle, you be on the internet, man. I be seeing you on the podcast. He like, but your Instagram ain't got no traction. I'm like, what? He like, yeah, man, you got to do this. You need to do this. You need to add this on there. You need to put these hashtags. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm so far removed that, like, the advantage is real, but I feel like the generation now, they don't apply the positive part of it. It's almost like everybody wants to pull the negative part of it to make it a positive when you can just actually walk the positive and kind of eliminate the negative. So when we talk about advantages, like I would prefer that the young that y'all generation would really, really, really take control of the advantage because you guys do. Like shit, like have these babies are born and they born with what they call them iPad babies,
right? Mm-hmm.
You know, or cell phone babies, you know, like, but that's an advantage. Like, and I heard this the other day. They said giving the phone to your kid is not giving the phone to your kid. It's actually giving your kid to the world.
Right, definitely
crazy. And it's like now being a parent, like how do I navigate this? Because it's like you can have it, but it's so much going on. How do I navigate it? How do you feel like the parents or the elders of this generation can help you guys? Or can you be helped?
No, I feel like we could definitely be helped, but I feel like it's to each individual. Some people are more open to taking, advice from older people, and there's a lot of younger people out there who just want to do stuff in their way, just want to figure it out on their own. So, I feel like that's to each individual, but I feel like, older people, I feel like they can embrace us more. I feel like that's a big thing. A lot of younger people don't feel like the older people maybe embrace them, so they kind of have like a disdain.
Rebellion.
Like already. So it's hard to talk. And then the way people talk to you, when they older than you, they talk at you instead of talking to you, try to understand you. Because like I said, we in different times, so it's a different, it's different stuff we going through. Older people do know, life and stuff, but it's like, it's different situations that we going through, and it's a different world. So
it's different elements to what y'all going through for sure.
And it's like that in every generation. Because I remember, like, I guess being a teenager and in my 20s and saying the same thing. Like I always tell my parents, like, well, we was born in a different age, and y'all don't understand. It's always gonna be that. It's always something different and always something upcoming. Right. And like me, I was in the era where like technology was really just happening. Like we still had dial-up internet when I was in high school. Like I was still using a typewriter. Right. It wasn't no computers, wasn't no like backspace, go back to the no. We had to start over on a new page. Like and, like these kids, they don't even understand like what it take. And it's like I used to be a substitute teacher, and like the kids, like I'm like y'all said you ask me questions when you have the internet. We had encyclopedias, and I barely knew how to use that. You know what I'm saying? Kids don't even know what an encyclopedia is. We had to go look up words and dictionaries.
They don't even get to write in cursive no more.
Yeah, they don't. They don't teach cursive no more.
That's a pastime. But it's funny because
they don't even know how you write your signature.
Right.
They don't know how to write signatures for real.
But technology has enabled them not to have to. You know what I mean? Like
AI got they back.
You go to the bank, it's just a pad. You don't got to necessarily write it out no more.
Hey, listen.
Still do
hey, listen. They was just talking about this on the internet. I mean, not the internet, on the news. They were saying how like some of the top 5 companies are actually about to eliminate using paper checks. Like, and that's almost like, damn, like y'all taking our life away from us. Like, because that's what I don't mind writing. I actually sit down sometimes, I read, and I try to do a summary of what I'm reading. Just to make sure I'm just spruce up what I'm, keep my brain rolling. But I feel like when my sons sit down and they be like, damn, Dad, why you sitting there and writing? I'd be like, what? That's like, the best you way sit down and write with me.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? But they like, my teacher don't make us do this.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's what I was about to say too.
And that's the problem with us though. Like, and with the question that I'm asking, how do you guys feel like we can help? Like, and I feel like we need to imply that with you guys so that you can understand. Like, because as parents, like, I feel like young people are meant to be.
But they don't be wanting they help though, for real.
No,
I'm telling you, as a substitute teacher, I used to be trying to tell them like, this is what you got to do. Like, and I don't want to do that. We never had to do that before. Why do I have to write it down? I don't like doing homework. Child, we had homework every day. These kids don't even be having homework. They might have a packet per week, and they just do it whenever they finish.
I don't believe in homework. Okay. You know why I don't believe in homework? I believe in schoolwork.
Right.
When they're at home, they should be able to rest their brain. I don't want my child to have to do all this work for 8 hours and then come home and have to do that. Like, and then they still got chores, and then we mad at them when they getting B's and C's. Like, see, the problem is make the teacher teach a little more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Teach a little more, and then they don't have to bring homework home.
I partially agree with that, but at times where like you're in high school and you have papers to do, you got to work on that at home.
Oh yeah, I mean projects are different than homework. A project is something that you need time with. But homework is something you should have done in school that it's spilled over to homework. Like, I want to do schoolwork at schoolwork. I want my kids to do schoolwork at schoolwork because I probably got an event for us to do when they get out. And I don't want them to be like,
and they be having kids
like,
today, they
but
be
then, Dad, you making me do the homework and all. I don't want that.
It's a lot. It's a lot of pressure.
It definitely is.
And like you said, you in sports, right?
I used to.
So I'm sure you had a lot, like homework, going to basketball, and all that type of stuff. You probably ain't have really no type.
Nope.
You gotta come home, eat dinner, and then by that time, what time was your bedtime?
Well, what you mean back then?
Yeah.
Early.
Probably like 10.
Hey, you said what you mean back then? Hold on.
I was before that.
Some nights it might have been a little earlier than that.
If we ain't have church that night, I'm in the bed by 8.
You mentioned something, Shari, as far as, like the students not listening, not want to listen. I think we forget a lot of times that like we kind of like started that not listening, in our generation. Because like I remember being in class and some of my classmates, they didn't listen either. You know what I mean? And I'm saying that we started because like now some of those kids that didn't listen to their parents, you know what I mean? And now they got kids that won't listen, you know? And then you were saying something earlier about something she had touched on as far as like how the older generation might talk to you and everything.
Right.
You was talking about like, you know, the youth being just disrespectful or not liking, you know, how, you know, they carry out with certain things. Like being older, you know what I'm saying, to them, right? How do you like address them in the right way versus like he was saying, you know, being like just all argumentative all the time?
Well, see, I try to like be, you know, like meet them where they at. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the kids, I feel like it was more so a disconnect for me with like the middle school. Well, probably like 5th, 6th grade when they like still, they think they, you know, they think they all that right now. But then like 7th, 8th grade, they love me. Like they be like, we want to come, can we come to class with you? Like them type of students, like they get it. You know what I'm saying? But like that 5th, 6th, you know, they still change, their body changing. Like they trying to fit in with everybody and they just trying to be the class clown and all that, you know?
Right.
But I feel like the older kids, I ain't gonna lie, like 7th, 8th grade, like up to high school, you gotta like find how you can connect with them for real. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's social media or whether it's doing something fun in the classroom every day. You know what I'm saying? Because they think like they really feel like school is a punishment. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of enjoyed school.
I did too.
But kids, they be acting like it's a punishment. I'm like, why I gotta do this? Like you have to. Like you have to. We all have to do it.
Especially having a teacher like you, I'm like, Miss Grayson, my girlfriend. Like, Daddy, I want to take an apple to school for Miss Grayson. For sure, you know what I'm saying? I enjoyed that. My school crush was Miss Ruggs. I enjoyed going to see Miss Ruggs. Like, I used to take her oranges because my grandma used to give me the look.
That's the thing. They act like they like, Miss Grayson, can you come be our substitute? And I come in there. And then I be like, all right, if y'all be good this week, we'll have a pizza party on Friday. But then there's always them 2 little bad baby kids. I want to mess it up for everybody. I'm like,
I think those 2 children right there are just super misunderstood, and somebody really need to sit down and listen to them. And that be the thing with the kids. Like,
I do that too, though.
I mean, I understand that, but sometimes it's not a woman.
Yeah.
It might need to be a dad or a gym teacher and sometimes we like they go ahead and they be like, okay, they got ADHD. When like all night, they mama just let them drink Coca-Colas and Mountain Dew, and they had to go to sleep. So now that they're awake, nigga, they on 12.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't, you can't be like, oh, they got ADHD. No, they just need to go outside and run. They need to have some kind of sports. They need some activities,
burn some
and
energy.
that's all it is. Yeah. So this go to the parents, like before you take them to the hospital and get the hospital's opinion. Let them go outside and run. Don't give them all the sugars and the sweets and think that they're not going to be jumping. They're not going to sit in no chair after you get them 12 cookies. It don't work like that. Like, so, and that's being parenting. That's going on what he's saying. Like, even what I'm saying as applying, like it start at home. Like, it start at home. Like, I'm bad. I used to be bad as hell in school, but I wasn't disrespectful.
All right.
I promise, bro. That was the one thing because I wasn't scared of my daddy, but I just didn't want my daddy to come out of character because I seen him out of character before, and I just didn't want that for myself. Right. You feel me? So my thing used to be, all right, I'm gonna try to swindle. That was my thing. I'm gonna swindle in school, nigga. I'm gonna get good grades. I might pay for my good grades sometimes because I'm skipping. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Shout out to my mama and daddy, but they gone, baby. So I could talk about this. But you know, like I doing all of that, and one day my dad caught me outside skipping, man, and he caught me right there on the lodge, right by where the new Henry Ford at, the hospital. Gee, the scariest moment I've ever had in my life, cause I thought I had it. I'm like, damn, I done swindled out of school, nigga. My daddy think I got banned today, so I'm good. He ain't looking for me. I'm free till 7:00 today. But I'm about to go outside. I'm about to go over to the Wayne State College. That was my skipping grounds. All right. But yeah, I used to skip over there. Nigga, my daddy was driving. He had the Wagoneers back then. Man, I seen that side panel. I was like, damn, I hope that ain't my mama. Because I can talk my way out of my mama, bro. It was, you know, she was a Virgo, a Scorpio, you know. Nigga, my daddy pulled up. My daddy seen me, dog. That nigga jumped out the car, bro. I was finna run, but my legs didn't move, nigga. Nigga, my legs weren't moving, so I'm standing there, I'm like, oh shit. And he was just walking like Michael Myers, bro. In my brain, that's what's going on. It's slow motion. Mm-hmm. Man, my daddy walked to me and didn't say nothing. He just grabbed my neck and he started walking. I almost on myself, bro. Because I'm like, oh, that's how much. But you see the what my parents implied though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was bad.
Right.
But I wasn't gonna be disrespectful, and I for damn sure didn't want to disrespect them. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I think now's today's generation don't get that from the parents.
They don't.
Not that
They don't
fear.
get that.
I'm gonna call your mama.
Yeah,
They
and
be
it ain't
like,
even
call her.
fear. It's just the perspective of having so much respect.
Yeah.
Because we was taught on
It's
respect.
a part of fear, though. It's a part of fear. It was a small part.
I'll smack you into next week. I never wanted to get that. I didn't want to wake up next week like, damn.
When your dad, you said grabbed you by the neck, that was fear. You just got afraid.
You knew something was
What?
coming.
Yeah.
My legs started moving. He hit a button or something. I was like, all right, I think I'm gonna die later, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
You mentioned something as far as like activities, right? And that lead into what we was going to talk about next. You know, it's not an active activity, but like, you know, something that's like a dying activity for families or whatever. We've went to the movies, I don't know how many times, but that's another activity that like a lot of people don't do anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
movies?
yeah, people will watch a movie on their phone. You know what I mean?
I actually just took my daughter to the movies last night.
Shout out
And
to
when was the
you.
last time you went before then?
A month.
Oh, I go often.
Really?
I
She
go to
always
the
be calling me on the
drive-in.
thing. She be
Yeah, I
like, I'm
love
about to
the
go to the
drive-in.
movies. I be like,
Y'all went to see
let's talk
Inside
about
Out.
business.
But before, like I've been going recently, I really hadn't been for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, but even how you were just saying how you make it a family thing though, like even just
that don't
going like
exist.
couples will do it a lot, you know what I'm saying? But make it a family thing. And I saw somebody posted on social media the other day, and it was like I remember when like families we used to go get home from school, the table would be set, the family would sit down together, the TV was off, family would have dinner together. Like I'm like that don't be happening anymore. Like everybody get their food now, everybody go to their room or go wherever you going, or we getting food on the go. Like everybody on the go now. Or like everybody has different schedules. Like families don't sit down together at dinner tables no more and like have food. I remember after school, my mom would have the food ready. We would come home and the table would be set. We would eat dinner together. We'll all clean up the table, go do whatever homework we have to do, get ready for bed, and that was it.
I feel like that's why stuff's so much different though nowadays. I mean, it's just like the household structure, family structure is different than what it used to be. It's everybody distracted in a way.
Right.
In a way.
Right.
So I feel like that could be another reason as well.
And
Do you feel like you could live with social media for like a month
without it?
without it?
Yeah, no, most definitely. I feel like it's needed. You know, take a break, come
I
back
feel
into
like
reality.
it should be a thing. Like every now and then, they should just shut off
Most
social media.
Yeah.
Like,
Could you live without social media for a month?
yeah.
I mean, it's different though, because
I
now
can
people
live
get
without a
paid
cell
off of
phone.
it though. So I mean,
It's a job
hard.
to some
it's-
people.
It's some
Yeah,
people's
it really
jobs.
is.
Though,
Living
so
without a cell phone would be hard though, because they
It
don't have
wouldn't.
pay phones no more.
But
You
then
gotta have.
you can have
I gotta.
an iPhone.
I mean, yeah, but still,
I'm
when you
just
on the
saying,
go,
It doesn't matter. If push
they don't really
came to
have
shove,
taxis no more, so you can't flag down the taxis. 'Cause now they really depend on Uber and Lyft.
they
so.
do got taxis.
But barely, you have to call them to get one. They used
And
to
guess
just be
what
on
they
the
answering
street.
off of? They answering off a landline.
Right, so you calling the actual place.
You better.
Right, but before you should just be able to get one outside.
Well, what neighborhoods you was in? Because in my
I wasn't
neighborhood,
in
and
one.
you had to about jump out that bad motherfucker because they wasn't stopping.
Hey, and for the movies, like you was about to mention, you said that movie Inside Out.
Yeah.
So like,
Oh yeah, that's what we saw.
That's what y'all say. I feel.
yeah. So it's funny, like y'all mentioned that movie because like what I think they trying to do in changing the movie experience to get people to come back. I don't know if y'all seen like the it's like a Universal studio style theater where like the chairs they interact with you with the movie.
Oh, I did see that. Right.
Yeah, and
I
this
don't
is
like that. I'm like, if I didn't want to fall asleep, that's too much moving.
oh, yeah, but it's not. But it's not only moving. Moving only a part of it. Like you know, you can pick the option if like it's something where it's a scene in the movie where you get splashed. You can pick the option
that's
to
crazy.
get wet with water.
Hey,
you know,
cuz,
like-
no diddy. I don't want to get splashed in the movie.
That's a lot.
but that's just a part of like the experience that they trying to I think bring to the theaters to bring people to come back. You know what I mean? Like and that movie, that
But then it's
Inside
more
and Out.
expensive.
It is. It's like a little over like $32 a ticket, I think.
Hey, but I feel the drive-in
I love the drive-in.
Shout out to the drive-in. It's like $28.
I like
Yeah,
the
still
I
the
can
same.
fuck with $28 because I remember a day when my dad used to have to pile us in the van and we tried to take our friends. We had to sit under the seats and shit.
Somebody in the trunk.
Man, he used to stuff us in, but now you can just pay $28 and get the whole van in.
Right.
I'm fucking with that. Like, that make me go.
No, for big families and I mean people that like to drive in, it's definitely like a definite like, you know.
Do you like the drive-in?
Man, I haven't been.
Over being inside the theater.
You said you haven't been. Like never?
Never?
No, I'm saying I haven't been in a while.
Because I was going to say, when we was younger, we was there, cuz.
Right, no, but it's, I mean, like, you know, as an adult, I probably, man, I'm not going to front. Like, as an adult, I probably been to the drive-in maybe like a handful of times. Like,
you better
compared to,
take your wife,
you know, childhood.
Cuz, take your
that's
wife
what
to
we
the
went.
movies.
We went, but that was like some years ago.
Man,
like,
go tomorrow.
Say to go to tomorrow.
Go to the drive-in
Go
tomorrow with your... No, I ain't gonna press you that much, all right? Go get it. Go do some push-ups and go tomorrow, all right?
No, but you know, along with the movie, you know, they go into our next one. You know, the same thing that seemed like it's kind of changing, the mall experience. Like you mentioned earlier, you know, like that was where young teenagers used to go get numbers.
Oh,
you know what I
man.
mean? Like we went and got met females.
You
and
met
stuff.
you had a bet before you
How
got...
many
but-
numbers?
Hey, look, but we rolled the DOT.
Right.
Hey, we rolled the DOT, and the whole way there, you was like, how much? Like, I bet I can get more numbers than you. You like, I bet I can get 5 before you get 5.
That whole experience
Oh
is different.
man, you got to go buy some Nike socks. Shout out to Foot Locker back then. You know.
So with that, like, you know, from the movies to the mall, like, would you say that you go to the mall, or you as excited about going to the mall that you were when you was younger compared to now?
No, I wouldn't say excited. It was like an activity to do though when I was younger. I feel like a lot of that changed though. Like when the pandemic came, everybody got used to like the movies was closed down for a long time. The malls, everybody just started ordering stuff. So I feel like that's like where that came from. I don't really get excited like that though no more now. Now it's just an in and out type of thing because the malls don't have everything like how they used to. So you're right.
The malls don't got
A lot of stuff is
Yeah,
going out of
nothing.
business because
Yeah.
of online stuff.
Online, yeah.
Amazon taking over everybody.
Amazon. yeah.
Amazon, you know, and then I mean just like different stores in general. Like you got a Target, but you got Target online too. You know, you got Walmart, but you know you got Walmart online, and it's just taking the you know, that I guess in-person experience is kind of
Yeah.
like dying down because like I mean myself, I admit I definitely rather go shopping online before I go into the mall because you get to
You get to pick your size, what color,
Exactly.
all right there. You ain't gotta look for it.
yeah, you don't gotta go to different stores for it.
Yeah.
You know, if you do, you just go to a different website instead
Y'all
of walking. That's what you think
Y'all
it is.
not
lazy.
lazy, it's
It
just-
is
it's
lazy.
convenience.
See, and what is convenience? Convenience is lazy.
It's not.
It is like, Ace. Okay.
If you busy doing other stuff.
Okay. Watch this. This bottle's half full, right? This convenient, and this bottle is full. Damn, I'm super parched right now. Well, it's convenient to go right here when I can just take 7 steps and go get a full one.
Okay, so
Like everybody.
convenience, right? Convenience is one thing, right? But like this is one thing you focusing on, right? Now I'm at work, but I'm shopping. You
That's
can't
a
do that.
problem.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You're not even supposed to
That's
be shopping at
resourceful.
work.
That's what it is.
No, what do you supposed to do at work?
You work, but
Work.
I'm saying
You're not
if-
supposed to be shopping.
No.
That's
Guess
a
what?
problem
So,
right now.
I work
See,
midnight.
You're
Look,
distracted.
T-Mel
You're
married,
distracted.
right? T-Mel married. He might be thinking about his wife. Oh, I need to get my wife some
But you're
flowers.
still
I'm
Exactly.
online
distracted. You
ordering.
just
I ain't
made a
gotta stop at
statement
the
about
store.
being distracted, right? So that is a major distracted. That's
So-
a distracted. Yes, bro. Because if I'm at work, I'm supposed to be doing my work. And then when I'm done with work, I can actually take the time to take my girl to the mall or take time to actually, what is that? What is it called? I can actually, I'll just, for lack of a better word, I can go in there and actually pick it with my hands like, damn. She ain't gonna
picked
like
it
that
online.
one. She like no, but listen though, I feel like it's better. I can stop at a little store, get her a flower or a rose, and give her bag with a rose. Online, Amazon putting that bitch on your porch. I got
throwing it
a
on
box
the
for
porch.
you, babe. That shit lame as hell. Like
No, it's not.
everybody took the intimacy out of everything, cuz like
I feel what you're saying.
I feel like even receipts. They were just saying that about receipts, bro. That is actually one of the top public affections. Did y'all know that? Yes, because a receipt is this.
You mean
when you take a receipt, you gotta take it, and
Okay.
sometimes when you take a receipt, you touching hands. That's public affection.
So what you feel?
That's crazy, but it is.
Don't touch my hand. When you
What
I'm
about,
touching. No, I'm touching.
DoorDash and Uber Eats and stuff like
I'm
that.
not
versus,
fucking with it.
Versus going out to eat.
I'm not fucking with it. You know
Same
why?
way.
You know why I can sit there. Me personally,
Right.
I'm the type that'll go peek a little bit to see who back there cooking. Make sure niggas ain't dirty.
Right.
For real, bro. That's just me.
Yeah.
But with Uber Eats, you really don't know, cause a nigga, bro. I ordered some batteries the other day, and we was laughing about this, cause Uber the thing was showing me that the nigga was on a bike.
Oh yeah,
I'm
they
like-
deliver on bikes. Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, it's 1:55 in the morning. Like, why you on a bike, cuz?
crazy.
So I'm like, when he get here, I'm about to flame his ass because he on a bike. Like, nigga, in this nighttime, you coming in this neighborhood, you tripping. This nigga come in a SUV, Escalade, long sleeve, rim, sounding good. I'm like, the illusion.
Man.
I'm thinking a bike pulling up. You could have killed me. For real, bro. That's the world we live in. You don't know what you getting.
Yeah.
It's so cyberistic. It's like shit. Fucking Scooby-Doo can be popping up and he got a fucking mask on. You don't even know. So I'm scared of that. I'd rather go, sit down, have my meal. I can see this waitress or waiter, and I pray to God that they're not a robot. Because they implementing that so much. You were just talking about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, so it's, man, like, it's the world has made such a drastic change in our face where it's like we losing the control. Well, I wouldn't say control. We're losing the balance in raising our kids.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like we need to sit these phones down. We need to put our pads down. We need to cut the television off like our parents used to do. Like, I've implemented 5 o'clock prayer to my life. And some of my niggas be like, you ratchet ass nigga, like you. But they gotta respect when 5 o'clock come and my phone ring. They shut the fuck up. And we pray. All of them be praying. Only because it's a standard. Like, and when we stop putting those standards in life, bro, that's when everything going to shambles. And that's why this generation is so fucking out of whack right now. Because nobody's actually putting those standards, Like, we have morals and standards, bro.
And some type of discipline, too. You doing that at a certain
discipline,
time.
100%.
Every day.
And see, along with the discipline, standards, and morals, like, that lead me to something we didn't talking about, but that made me think about, like, with your generation, the standards and the morals, of course, like, are a lot different. Like, I think y'all probably all seen that situation with Michael Rainey when he was on, like, the live stream and, the girl, grabbed him and he looked real uncomfortable. That's like a different type of approach for, a young woman, right? Approaching a man.
Yeah.
Like, so with your generation, do you think that, like, the women or the young women, are they more aggressive like that,
Definitely. They learn a lot of this stuff, they learn it from, like, social media, or like they get their whole little personality when they come to dealing with men from social
rap
media.
lyrics.
Yeah, like all of that. So like it's not like, but
City girls.
I mean, I feel like that come from too. Like, I mean, they might not have it in their household. A mom, a good aunt, like somebody to look up to, somebody to talk to on how to deal with men and all that. So they learn it from somewhere else, and that's somewhere else. So they definitely different and more aggressive.
I mean, I'm not opposed to aggressive women.
Okay.
Right.
It's cool, but everything should have boundaries, And I feel like when you set boundaries and they're respected,
Yeah.
Life is easy. Like, so I wouldn't mind a girl being a little aggressive. Be a little aggressive,
Depends on
baby.
who
Come
she
on,
is.
take it.
But yeah,
you
but
too much.
this is a like, stranger. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
it's-
cool. You might make me like you. Like, pull on me a little bit. What you doing, girl? Come here. What you talking about? I don't know. Let's call my girlfriend, girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, I get the aggression. Like, I feel like some of these young ladies are a little more out lavish and boisterous. And that still goes back to like parenting. That still goes back to them. What mama and daddy, what did they see mama and daddy doing? Like, I made the statement about my dad only because I seen my dad hold up a standard, bro. he had on suits. Like all my uncles, they wore suits, and you didn't see them in if you see them in some foolishness, you better get out the way, cause it's bad. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, like when we, like I said, when we implement that in our kid, this generation will be so much better. And like he said, we have to embrace them, and when we embrace them, then they might open up to listen. You know. Like, but we can't be like, hey, nigga, stop being fucking stupid. Yeah. No, like, cause if somebody said that to me, you gonna get a counter reaction out of me. Like, what's up, then? Nigga, I'm gonna act crazy on your ass now. Yeah. When it could have been like, hey, young man, like, chill out, man. That ain't worth it. What about tomorrow?
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
I
like,
had to
we
have
don't
one
have
of those
that.
conversations with my daughter this morning, y'all. Like, and I don't want to say I hate doing it, but it's just like I be like, dang, I'm really a parent. Like when I have to have those conversations. Cause like I caught her lying to me, and I ain't like that. Like it made me feel some type of way. Like I was like, you called so and so? No, they called me. So I was like, let me see her phone. Oh well, I said no, ain't no well. I asked you, did you call them, and did they call you? Oh, well, they called me first. I said no, they didn't. Cause where's the first phone call at? So I said, so why you lie to me? So then it went deeper. So I was like, well, let me see her phone. I was like, let me see who you've been talking to. So I'm going through her texts. And she's talking to like, you know, she got her little group chats and stuff from class and stuff. But then it was like some little boys in there. And I mean, it's messages for like months. Like not all boys, but just kids. Like she's talking to her. I'm like, I didn't buy your phone for this. Like I bought your phone for you to communicate with me when you're away from home or with whoever you need to speak to when you need something. You know, I'm like, now you turn this into like, you just talking to your friend. I said, that's not what this phone is for. And I had to tell her, I'm like, listen. And then like some of the kids on there cussing. I'm like, I didn't raise you like that. Ooh. So I'm like, when they start talking like that, you need to remove yourself from the conversation because that makes it look like you're okay with that. It makes it look like you're like them and saying you're not. Right. And so I had to really have that conversation with her. Like I could tell she started getting like a little teary-eyed, but I'm like, you have to keep reminding your kids that you are not like them. I don't care how much the school you go to, what the kids around you are doing, they cussing, they wearing this, crop types, the boys doing this, they doing drugs. Like you can't do that. I said at the end of the day, I said, I watched too many crime shows where kids, you know, something happened to a kid, and all the evidence they have is your phone. Oh, well, so and so text. No, they think that you text them because it was on your phone. You can't give nobody your phone talking about somebody else sent them that text. You can't do that, and that's what these kids don't understand. Oh well, I just took a sip of that drink because I didn't have nothing to drink. You don't know what's in their drink. These kids be bringing edibles to school. Now you sitting up there high at school, and you don't know what's going on. Now you got to go to the hospital.
But you know, you said something. And so with you being a mother and a woman, of course, like to a daughter, how did you like feel about that situation with Michael Rainey? Like what would you have like, you know, told your daughter?
Well, the girl was wrong. Right. Like she don't know him like that to be putting her hands on him. And that's not like that wasn't her place to do that. I don't know why she was there in the first place.
Well, that was homeboy. Show. Yeah, that was homeboy's sister.
Right,
yeah.
But still. Yeah. Like that's your show. Why your sister all up on him like that? Like at that point, like it should automatically be a line draw. My brother would never be. If I was doing a show like that, he wouldn't be up in the girl's face like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it should have already been a line drawn. Like, hey sis, chill out. You know, but yeah, I definitely would have, you know, told her about herself. It wouldn't even got that far if I was in the room. Yeah, you know, but as a woman, you shouldn't be putting your hands on a man like that. Period. And so that's like, you know, the talk that you would have, you know, with like your student or you know your daughter. Like, oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. That's out of line.
I do feel like the kids though nowadays. I mean, I can't say how it was back then. I can say how it was for my age, and then like versus what I see now. I do feel like it's a lot of pressure on these kids now to be like. I don't know who want them to be a certain way, but it's like a like a push on like negativity, like kind of like security, like this, like I don't know.
False narrative.
Yeah, like a false narrative. Like, you know, if for boys, you either got to play sports or rap or be in the streets or something like that. It seems like that's all the options is for the younger kids nowadays.
And like, that's so wrong. And that's what I was saying earlier with the parents. Like we have to actually open up our kids' minds to the different aspects and different elements in life. Like because I do have two boys myself. And but I'm my parents had well my dad had 6 kids, but 7 kids, and my mom had 10. So I have a really big family, and there's a lot of boys. You know, growing up, my big brothers, they was outside. Right. You know what I'm saying? They was outside with the guys from Detroit. you know. But my grandparents and my parents was so into what they was doing, they got them out of here. Cause back then it was like, it's my way or the highway. And because if you don't want to do what I'm doing, you need to get out of my house.
Yeah.
But you ain't about to be in the streets. I ain't about to see you be crazy. Just go out there where you won't know nobody and figure it out. You know, like, but that's what we had back then. Right. Now, it be like these parents be smoking with their kids.
Yeah, trying to be friends and stuff
like that. They be homeboys, homegirls.
Yeah.
They be at the club with their daughters. And I be like, damn, bro, I still have yet to smoke in front of my kids, man. And you know me. I'm a smoker. I smoke a lot. But my kids don't know. And they might smell it. They probably be like, this nigga smell like a pine tree. But they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They might see other people smoking. And they probably identify, but they ain't gonna be able to like, oh yeah, I seen daddy smoking. No, they won't. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't that. Like my parents ain't, I don't know what my mama and daddy did, honestly. Like, but I gotta go off of their word. And what people say now is like, and still people be like, man, your mama just was at church all the time. Right. Like, okay, she wasn't bullshitting us. She wasn't out here drinking and smoking. She might have had a little, everybody got a little hoe in them. You know what I'm saying? We all do. Like, I think we born with that. That's why we be freak bags.
Not born.
No, but I'm just saying, like, but, you know, but the element of what they put in us, installed in us, got us to this level. And I think if we do the same, if the parents, I'm talking about all of us, if we implement half of the things that we were taught, half, you ain't gotta raise your kids like your mama and daddy raised you. That ain't how it go. Like, you're not supposed to do that because everything changes. But you're supposed to at least imply some of it. Take some of the basic fundamentals. Take some of the morals. Take some of them and implement it in your kids.
Because
like,
these kids ain't got no more.
None. Like, bro,
I
went to Fun World.
Yeah.
I was in Atlanta a few weeks ago, and I went to what's that place called? Fun Place? And it was a young man in there, he about 14, behind the slushy thing. I go in to purchase some water. He give me a beer cup. I'm like, hey man, I don't drink beer, bro. Like, I don't want that. He pouring the beer. I'm like, how old are you, bro? Why you even pouring the beer? I'm confused. he forcing me to take this. I'm like, man. I said, listen, man, I'm gonna call your superior on you because I don't want that, and you're not gonna force me to pay for something I want, right? That nigga said, man, who the fuck you talking to? How you just look? I did the same thing. I was like, I'm like, bro, I got a belt on. Like, I'll whoop you. Like, this how I'm talking to him. I'm like, man, I will whoop you. I won't beat your ass. I'll whoop you. I'll take my belt off and I'll whoop you and I'll embarrass you in front of everybody. That's what my parents did. And that's how I feel like his parents should have did too. But since his parents wasn't there to do it, my phone number is 1-800. I will whoop that kid's ass. For sure. I wish I could help some parents that's scared of their kids, because some of these parents scared. They scared. They like, whoa, these kids is wild. When the Bible said that your kids gonna give you more pressure than you gave. So you just gotta be like, okay, toughen up, pull your britches up, tighten your boots up. You ain't gotta smack them, but you know.
No, smack them.
No,
but what about the my bad?
No, go ahead.
I was about to say, what about the kids? You know, because a lot of the young kids, they not gonna just be cool with you sitting there telling them what to do or trying to whoop them. What about the ones that bring it to your level? Like, what's
That's
up?
what I'm saying. I'm gonna put these brick houses on their ass, and then we gonna have to highlight their parents.
Yeah.
Because I don't want your parent to come with no extra, the energy that we don't need. I'm gonna stop you. Like, listen. This, and some parents don't want to listen to this, and this be a problem. Like, we try to tell them what these kids doing. They like, fuck that, man. Don't talk to my kid.
Yeah.
Guess what we need to do now? We need to box. I'm taking your shit. The reason I'm taking your shit now, because you just went on the same level as your child. So now I gotta whoop both of y'all. Like, and now if it get much bigger than that, now I'm just gonna tell the police. Cause now it's like, hold on, both of y'all need to be taught a lesson. And I wasn't able to teach your son because you brought it and I had to teach you. Now I feel like you about to take it further than that, so I got to go further than that. And that's being an adult. And that's what our children need right now, man. They need to know what it is, what levels, you know, like to take this respect thing too. Like when you talking to an adult, you talk to an adult. Like when you talk to somebody older than you, bro, they could be a year older than you. I call my cousins that's a year older than me, sir, sometimes. And it's not because I got to. it's just I was the respect was implemented so hard. It just be like it just come out natural. Like what's up, sir? You all right? He's be like, bro, don't call me that. Or ma'am. Oh man, you know these young girls hate when you be like, how you, excuse me, ma'am. They like, don't call me ma'am. Like what? I'm respecting you. So what you saying? Don't respect you? Because they feel like the disrespect is respect these days. Yeah.
No, you know, B, he said something earlier about, you know, people being somebody that they not, you know. And I think along with something else you said about the social media, that like is what's amplifying people not being like who they are. You know, like it's not anything completely wrong with like a person following somebody influence. Because I remember it was an older person actually. They told me like how they was influenced from the Cosby Show, you know, to go to college. So it's certain influences that you have, but with social media, people are drawn to, you know, like the wrong influences. Yeah. What you were saying with the parents and parents being afraid of their kids. They're afraid because this is not the person that they're raising. Mm-hmm. You know, this is not the person that they're sending out of the house. You know what I mean? That's coming back because they getting influenced by, you know what I mean, whatever they get influenced by.
But it is.
You think so?
Hell yeah. It's the person they raising. It's the person that's walking out their house.
And if
it started in the house.
Yeah.
If I go outside,
giving them access to everything on social media, you giving them access to that. And especially if they're around that more than they're around what you saying. It's like it's outweighing whatever you saying in the household. Like they have that finger, the phone at their fingertips. They seeing that more than they listening to you.
I mean,
you're not putting a limit on their phone. You're not like my daughter's phone. Like she can't talk to nobody after 7:30 on her phone. Mm-hmm. People don't even know about parental controls for real on kids' phones. I don't play about that. I control her phone from my phone. So anything she doing, I know about. These parents don't even be knowing like they can do that on their parents' phone, but I don't play about that.
And it sounds like y'all are saying that like the you know, phone and technology has become like the peers, because like that's what the peers used to do, had the influence where it's like, hey, you know, I don't want you.
It ain't even got to be your friend. It's your whoever you follow on social media is who you're being influenced by. Mm. And they call, you know, influencers, but like, what are you influencing? Who are you influencing? How are you influencing? Mm-hmm. You know.
Hey, don't influence me no water, because I can drink water from the faucet. Influence me something that can sustain me for the rest of my life, that can give me some money. Influence me on something like that. Like, and I don't want to know what you doing to get money. I don't care if you ain't got to brag to me. I feel like that shit ain't influencing me. You just bragging to me.
I saw somebody too earlier say,
you put so much pressure on me that I got to go get what you got. Mm-hmm. So, and I might have to go kill myself because I ain't get it.
Do you have a job?
That's a problem. Yes.
You do? Where you work at?
Professional truck driver.
Yeah.
You did say that.
Right.
Okay, well, that's good. I saw somebody say they went to McDonald's and the McDonald's had to shut down because it wasn't enough workers in there, and they was like, everybody trying to be an influencer.
Yeah,
don't nobody want to work no more.
Yeah.
Like these kids ain't got jobs for real. Like y'all want to go out and everybody want to be an entrepreneur before y'all. You ain't an entrepreneur for it because you ain't making no money.
And you need money to be an entrepreneur,
right?
Yep.
And that's why
you gotta have
entrepreneur mindset. I'm with that. Like I am. Like,
and that's a good way to be an entrepreneur too, truck driving. Because you can drive for a lot of people. Yeah,
that's a good career. But influencers are needed.
No, I was about to say, that's why I agree with you, what you were saying earlier, as far as like, you know, you at work, you be doing one thing, you know, you at work and then you can be on your phone, like doing something else. It kind of like, it take your mind out of what you doing in the moment and you kind of, you doing something else. I feel like it just need to be a balance, you know. I don't think that should take everything away, 100%. But it need to be some sort of balance.
Well, not in your job. I hope
that's on your break.
On my break. Not me.
Guess when it's time to look on your phone and go shopping. They give you 15 minutes, right? And then it's like 30 minutes, right? And then they give you another 15 minutes. Yeah. That's an hour.
If you discipline enough,
that's an hour. And on the 12-hour shifts, you get like, what, an hour and an hour, I think. I don't really know. I'm just speculating, but I hope y'all giving them a little time.
Right.
But like that's a lot of time to go shopping. 2 hours? Mm-hmm. I don't even want to be in the mall that long, bro. I know what I'm going to get. I might look at it online like, oh yeah, they got it. It's in stock. I'm gonna go get it. That's my thing. But shopping online, no, I need the experience of giving them my card, or I even like the new little beep. I like that. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
Tap pay, huh?
Oh man, you hear me?
For sure. So,
oh man,
that's a convenience too. Why you don't pull your card out?
Yeah.
What?
See?
Nope. These are my cards.
No, that ain't.
It's my card.
Right,
It's the same thing.
It's technology.
But guess what you can do with your card these days? You can put your card up there, like
just put it
you ain't got to swipe no more.
That's a convenience.
It is. I appreciate
you
those
conveniences. You know
find
what?
the card. All right, maybe I'm contradicting myself.
You are.
But I appreciate some of the accommodations that they've implemented.
Yeah.
But some of them need to be held back a little bit so that we can gain control of ourselves.
It definitely need to be
because we're
balanced.
losing control. That's it.
And we appreciate everybody for tuning in. We're going to wrap this one up and give everybody a chance to share their social and whatever it is they want them, want you all to know about them. We'll start with you, B.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at _the1.b. Yeah.
Check him out. ICs.
Cause I'm for. Hey, listen, I'm for all young men that's really focusing on their careers, bro. I commend you.
Appreciate
I commend that. Like any young fellas, man, go follow him. That's an influencer.
Right.
That's
Most
the influence
definitely,
that you
for sure.
really. He should have fucking 2 million fucking followers. He should. Like that's the influence you. That's who you want to follow. That's the steps you want to follow. Cause that's a career. That's money. That's respect. That's the real respect. Like, cause a man go respect you. Fuck being respected by somebody that don't know you and don't give a fuck about you. That's my word to you. That's my last words. Go follow the real respect, man. Go find it, cause it's yours.
Shari?
All right. Yeah, so I'm Shari, and my Instagram is at ShariXAmour, AMOUR. Yeah, I really enjoyed the conversation today with you. You know, it's always good to hear the insight from people that's younger than me and just coming up in the world today, and to see how everything is influencing you all. So appreciate y'all for having me on again today and being able to co-host. And
All right.
I hope to see y'all back again soon.
Appreciate you.
Most definitely. It was definitely a pleasure to be having you on. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. Check out the Cobain Report. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Cobain missed out on this one. You know, you had some Cobain business to do. But
Cobain's
tune
out there
in.
being Cobain.
Cobain out there. Tune in to the next episode. We'll catch y'all the next time. And you know, as Cobain
So
say,
I get to say it. It's a wrap, bitch.